know what I want? You know what I wish?
You know what I'm looking for?
I'm listening. What do you got?
I want less
Waiting.
I want less clutter.
Just less.
Okay, I'm going to stop that right there. I woke up this morning and all these Windows 7 commercials are on TV. Every commercial break, there's like 2 or 3 of them, and it's driving me crazy. And I know a lot of people out there who watch my videos are Windows users, and don't get mad at me for doing this video, but it's just ridiculous, the stuff that they're bragging about. One video I wish I could find online was a girl in a coffee shop talking about how a while back she was lying in bed and she woke up and she thought to herself, I don't want to worry about my computer crashing, so I sent that idea to Microsoft and now they came out with Windows 7 and I don't have to worry about it crashing. Now, whether Windows 7 crashes or not, I don't know. I mean, every computer crashes occasionally, but if you think about that commercial, I mean, a lot of commercials out there assume that the consumer is an idiot, but think about what they're saying. They're saying in that commercial that the Microsoft programmers didn't think themselves to, let's make software that doesn't crash. Someone had to email them and say, hey, could you make it so your programs don't crash? That's what they're saying. They're saying that their programmers are stupid enough to not realize that their programs aren't supposed to crash. So that's first off. Let me go to another video here and just watch this video. I want to say when Windows...
I'm Jay. And
Here.
a while back, I got an idea right in there. You know what it was? Make my PC simpler. So what did? I passed it along to Microsoft. Next thing you know, Windows 7 and this new Snap feature. Now, if I'm working at 2 things at once, I just drag this over here, Snap. Simpler.
Okay, so I want to say when Vista came out, I couldn't find anything new that was useful in Windows Vista. I do want to say Windows 7 does seem to have a lot of new features, which is great. Microsoft actually did some work over the last couple of years. But they're acting like everything they have is like these brand new ideas. Well, I just want to say that Linux, and I'm pretty sure Mac probably too, has every feature that they're talking about is a new idea for years. Like that stupid Snap feature they were talking about. I'll show you here. I can just press, they're talking about dragging one window over here and dragging another one over there. I can just press a key on my keyboard and it organizes my windows next to each other. And then I can press the key and it goes back to how it was. I mean, that's nothing new. A titling feature is what that's called. And it's just ridiculous. They're acting like this is a new idea. And another thing is they never show what happens if you have more than one window open. I mean more than 2 windows open. So let me give you an example. I'll open up another window here and I'll go to google.com. So now I've got 3 windows open. I'll even open up another one. And I'll go to, I don't know, I'll just go to any website, msn.com, sure. And titling can work with as many windows as you have. I just press that key on my keyboard, boop, boop, and it scales them all down. I press the button again, and they all go back to how they were. Titling is nothing new. And they also talk about the Snap feature, which if your window is maximized, you can drag it away and boop, it unmaximizes, but then you bring it back up to the top of the screen, it maximizes again. That is nothing new. I mean, it's new to the Windows world, but if you work with any other operating system, I'm assuming, I mean, Linux has it, I'm sure Mac probably has something like that. It's just like, it's nothing new. It's just crazy that they have all these commercials acting like they had these great ideas. And I'm not saying that they stole the ideas. I don't care if they took the ideas from other operating systems, but don't act like you just came up with these great ideas on your own or from users sending them in. Maybe users that use Linux sent them in saying, hey, idiots, watch this. So it's just frustrating. Also looking through some videos on features for Windows. This one was kind of interesting, that if you shake a window, it minimizes all your other windows, and then you can shake it again and they remaximize. That's great, But wouldn't it be easier just to have more than one workspace? Like I'm working on this window here, and I have this window here and this window here, and I go, you know what? I kind of want to work on this one alone. Why not just drag it to its own workspace instead of minimizing anything? And then, I can go, oh, you know what? This window was I was working with that and that window. They're kind of project together. Now I can go back over here. Oh, and I still have this. Not everything's minimized. I can set up the different workspaces, and I can have as many as I want and just drag things where I want. Another thing that Mac users are used to and Linux users are used to that I don't think Windows still has, other than this whole workspace thing, is something like what they call Expo in Mac, I think, and it's called scaling in Linux, where I just move my mouse like that, and every window I have open shrinks down, and then I can click on the one I want to go to. That's a nice little feature. So I'm just going crazy, thinking Microsoft is treating people like idiots, and people are just eating it up, I'm assuming. But then I thought, I used to be a Windows user, 4 or 5 years ago. And the thing is, you get used to using Windows, you don't realize that there's something better out there because you don't know. So I'm doing this video to let you know there's something better out there, and not only is it better, but it's been better for years. I mean, another thing they talk about in one of these Microsoft videos is that you can share your music between machines. I mean, that's nothing new. Since 1995, all Unix operating systems had SSH, which lets you run not only access files, but you can run a program from another machine, and it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's free, and it comes installed default on pretty much every Unix operating system that I've ever seen. And so I can just log into my computer at home and not only access the music, but I can access the music player there or whatever I want. So that's just ridiculous. And there's a lot more features that I'm not even going to be able to go through just in fancy little things as far as the basic user interface. I mean, example, I'll go here, and right now I have desktop walls, which allows me to slide back and forth between my workspaces here. I can turn that off and turn on desktop cube and rotate cube, and I can just press a key on my keyboard and move my mouse, and I can rotate a cube around to all my different workspaces. If that's not cool enough, you can turn on 3D windows, so when I press that, the windows on the cube come off the cube. Another fun thing that I don't think Mac has or Windows has that's just fun, I mean, it's not a useful thing, but it's fun, is this wobbly windows here. You click that on, and your windows become like rubber, and you can grab them and maximize them, and then, just pull them away and just wobble them around. I mean, it's not a useful feature, but it's a fun feature. I mean, but there's a lot of very useful features in here that you can access, and like I said, there's too much to go over. But I'm just trying to tell you, don't be fooled by these Microsoft ads acting like they came up with these great ideas, because they didn't. And I don't care that they got the ideas from other operating systems, whether it be Mac or Linux or any other operating system. I hate the fact that they're acting like they came up with them, and that I don't know, they're just treating your users like they're idiots, and I don't know, I don't like being treated like an idiot, and just because you don't know that there's something better out there doesn't mean they should treat you like an idiot. So, Linux is free. You just download it and install it. It comes with full Office suite. You don't have to pay for Office. It comes with a GIMP, which is like Photoshop. I mean, just between the operating system, Office, and GIMP, I mean, you're going to be saving hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, if you're not ready to switch to Linux, you can at least start using those tools. OpenOffice and GIMP both run on Windows. And, just look into something. Don't just keep using Microsoft because that's what you've been using and you don't know any better,